You didn't stumble upon this moment. It wasn't a coincidence that you're here right now. This moment has been waiting for you to finally step into something much bigger than yourself. This isn't some random twist of fate. This is divine orchestration, planned long before your heart ever started beating, long before you took your first breath, before you ever knew what it was to struggle, to fight, to doubt. The heavens were already setting the stage for this moment. The meeting was held long before you were born, not in the rooms of men, not in the halls of power, but in eternity itself. Your name was on the agenda. You were marked before the world ever saw you, chosen before anyone even knew who you were. And you've felt it, haven't you? That pull deep inside you, that stirring that no matter how hard you try, you just can't ignore. It refuses to be silenced. Something within you has always known that you were never meant to be ordinary, never meant to blend in. You were never meant to just survive this world. You were made to shift it. From the beginning, you felt like something was different about you. It wasn't better, just different. There was always that quiet, steady knowing that you were set apart for a purpose you couldn't fully explain. You didn't fit into the molds the world tried to make for you. You were never going to blend in, never going to follow the easy path that most walk. Even when life tried to bury that fire inside you, when disappointment and fear tried to stamp it out, you couldn't shake it. There was always that whisper in the back of your mind, always that ache in your heart for something more, something bigger. It wasn't just ambition or desire, it was a calling. A divine calling that kept you searching, kept you seeking something more than what you could see around you. And now, in this moment, heaven is activating what's been dormant inside of you. This is not just a call, it's a summons. Heaven has already decreed that now is the time for you to rise, to step into the fullness of your purpose. But before you take your place, you must understand why you've been fighting, why the resistance has always felt so personal, so relentless. From the very beginning, you've been under attack, haven't you? From the moment you were born, the enemy has known what you carry. He saw it long before you even had the language to express it. The battle wasn't random. The struggles, the disappointments, the times you were knocked down, it was all part of the strategy to keep you from realizing who you truly are. Because chosen ones, they are always attacked in infancy. The enemy has always tried to sabotage your potential before you even had the chance to stand. He tried to make you feel small, tried to make you feel unseen. He wanted you to doubt the power inside of you. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still searching. You didn't fall apart when they tried to break you. You're still here. That alone is proof that the purpose inside of you has outlasted everything that's tried to stop it. You've been through the fire, but you haven't been consumed. You were born to be a problem for darkness. You were born to disrupt the status quo, to lead, to awaken the world around you. You are not just a part of this world's story. You're here to change it. And the enemy has been terrified of you realizing that truth. That's why the attacks came before you even had the strength to defend yourself. It's not just about surviving the battles you've faced. It's about understanding why they came. It's not just about pushing through the pain. It's about recognizing that every struggle has been a tool, a weapon used to forge you into the person you're becoming. Heaven knew that the resistance you'd face would only prepare you for the power that's rising inside of you. The challenges were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to confirm you. They were meant to prepare you for what comes next. And now that you've made it through, now that you're still standing, still pressing forward, it's time to fully understand what's been waiting inside of you all along. The world has been waiting for you, even if it hasn't realized it yet. The systems of this world are crumbling under the weight of darkness, and God is raising up voices to speak truth, to confront the evil, to build something new, to lead a revolution that will turn this world upside down. You are one of those voices. Your time has come. The earth must yield to the calling placed on your life. The question is, will you rise to meet it? The fire that burns inside of you is not a mistake. It's not just some random passion that you've been chasing. It's heaven itself burning within you. That fire is confirmation that something deep inside of you has always been aligned with the truth of who you are meant to be. This is not just some fleeting motivation. It's an initiation into your true identity. You've been summoned, not by the world's standards, not by the approval of man, but by heaven itself. You are not a copy of anyone else. You are one of one, unrepeatable, unstoppable. When you align with the Spirit of God, nothing can stand in your way. But first, you need to realize the power that lives within you. You've been walking through life thinking you were small, thinking you were inadequate, thinking you were just another face in the crowd. But the truth is, the moment you realize the magnitude of what you carry, everything shifts. You are not waiting for power to come to you. Power is waiting for you to step into it, to claim it, to walk in the fullness of what heaven has already given you. The earth has been groaning for your rise. The question is, will you answer the call? Everything you've faced, every betrayal, every heartbreak, has been leading you to this moment. The resistance you've felt, the lies that have been spoken over you, the battles that have seemed insurmountable, they were never meant to define you. They were meant to prepare you for the power that's about to be unleashed through you. It's time to stop doubting your purpose. The earth is waiting for you to rise. It's time to stop surviving and start ruling. You've been made for dominion. Heaven has already given you everything you need to fulfill the call on your life. The enemy may have tried to stop you, but he can't erase what God has already spoken over you. Now is your time, your moment. And you are about to witness what happens when you fully realize who you were made to be. The power you carry is not just a potential you're waiting to tap into. It's already within you, breathing, moving, waiting to be unleashed. This isn't just about motivation or getting a little inspiration when you need it. No, this is something far deeper, far more profound. The same power that created the universe, that parted seas, that raised the dead, that moved mountains, that healed the sick. It is the power that resides in you. Do you truly grasp what that means? The power of the Creator, the very essence of divinity, the force that makes everything live and move and breathe, now lives inside your very being. It's not just some abstract concept or something you'll experience when you reach the highest level of spiritual enlightenment. It is your inheritance, your reality right now. The moment you recognize that truth, something inside you shifts. You stop walking around like you're powerless, like you're simply trying to make it through the day, hoping for a break. Instead, you stand in the authority of the divine. You don't just try to survive, you're empowered to dominate. You were not created to endure pain for the sake of pain. You were created to overcome every obstacle, to command things to align with your divine purpose. The enemy wants you to feel weak, to believe that the things in front of you are too big for you to handle, that you're not enough, that you'll never rise above the struggles. But let me tell you something. Your limitations do not define you. They only amplify the strength of the one who lives inside of you. What you carry within you is eternal, unstoppable, and it's time for you to rise and move in that authority. Every challenge you've faced, every mountain you've tried to climb, every moment where you thought you couldn't take another step, they've all been a lie, meant to make you forget who you are. The enemy has been trying to keep you in the dark about the power that's inside you. He's tried to make you question your worth, your calling, your ability to make a difference. But what if I told you that the truth is, you were never meant to rely on your own strength. You were never meant to fight with earthly weapons or lean on your own understanding. The authority you walk in is not from your own efforts. or from the accolades you've received. It comes from heaven itself. That's right. You are a vessel of resurrection power. Think about that. You don't have to try to be powerful. You simply need to awaken to the truth that the same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. That's not poetry. That's not just a nice thought to make you feel good. It's a spiritual reality that changes everything. When you realize that, you begin to walk differently. You stop feeling small in the face of opposition. You stop shrinking back when the world tells you that you don't have what it takes. You start moving with divine confidence because you know that you carry the very power of God within you. And it's not just about what you've been given, it's about what you do with it. The enemy knows the moment you awaken to the truth of your identity, the moment you stop doubting who you are and what you're called to do, everything changes. He wants you to stay in the shadows, questioning your every step, unsure of your worth. But the truth is, the moment you rise in your authority, nothing in this world can stand in your way. You're not waiting for power to come to you. You've already been given everything you need. You don't need a stage or a platform to be powerful. You don't need anyone's approval. The power you've been waiting for has always been within you, just waiting for you to claim it, to speak with the authority that comes from the throne room of heaven. The moment you stop doubting and start declaring, everything shifts. Your words have the power to change things, to break chains, to move mountains, to align the world with heaven's plan. It's not just about talking, it's about decreeing. When you speak with authority, you legislate in the spirit realm. Heaven listens, angels move, demons tremble. Nothing in this world can stop you when you walk in the fullness of what you carry. It's time to realize that your voice is more than just sound. It is a weapon, a divine tool given to you to shape the world around you. When you speak, things change. You have the power to speak life into situations that seem dead. You have the authority to speak healing over brokenness. You have the ability to declare breakthrough when everything around you says, impossible. The enemy is terrified of your voice because your words aren't just words. They are vessels for heaven's agenda. When you speak, you're not just expressing your feelings. You're declaring the will of God into the earth. And when you align your words with heaven's truth, something shifts. Something powerful happens. The forces of darkness are pushed back, and the light of God is made manifest in ways you've never imagined. But you've got to stop speaking like you're a victim. You've got to stop letting the enemy tell you that your words don't matter. Your voice carries weight. It carries authority. And when you start speaking from a place of faith, when you start declaring what you know to be true in your spirit, you will see the atmosphere around you change. This is not some hypothetical concept. This is a reality. The same power that raised the dead, that calmed storms, that brought healing to the broken and restoration to the lost. That power is inside of you. But it can't remain dormant forever. It has to be released. You can no longer afford to be silent, to hide in fear. You were born to speak, born to declare, born to stand up and confront the darkness with the light that lives in you. Your voice is not just for expression, it's for execution. When you speak, creation listens. The enemy knows this, which is why he's done everything he can to silence you. He's tried to make you question your words, to make you think that your voice doesn't carry weight. But the truth is, your voice is a weapon of warfare. It's a tool of divine authority, and when you align your speech with heaven's will, there is no force in hell that can stop what you're about to do. The moment you realize that, everything changes. No longer will you beg. No longer will you plead. When you speak, things will begin to shift. This is the moment when you stop asking for permission to be who God has already called you to be. This is the moment when you rise and walk in the power and authority that's been inside you all along. The road you've walked hasn't been an easy one, has it? You've faced obstacles, endured struggles, that seemed insurmountable at times. There were moments when the weight of everything you've been through felt like it would break you. The betrayals, the disappointments, the times you were overlooked or misunderstood. It's enough to make anyone question their purpose. But you know something that many don't? Those battles you've fought, those dark seasons you've endured, they weren't punishment. They were preparation. You see, you weren't forgotten. You were being refined. Every moment where you felt like giving up, where the odds seemed stacked against you, it was in those moments that your character was being forged. Heaven wasn't ignoring your cries. It was making you stronger, making you more resilient, so that you could carry what you're about to carry. Everything you thought was holding you back, it was actually setting you up for something greater. The enemy might have been trying to take you down, but every attack, every delay, was only helping you become the person you needed to be for what comes next. The setbacks, the rejections, the hard times, they were all part of a divine process to prepare you for the call that's on your life. It wasn't random. It was all part of the plan. You may have questioned why things didn't happen the way you thought they would. You may have wondered why the doors closed when you thought they should have opened. Why the relationships that seemed so promising fell apart. But here's the truth. Those moments were never meant to break you. They were meant to protect you. God had to cover you while you were being equipped. If you had stepped into your purpose too early, if you had gone ahead of the timing of God, you wouldn't have been prepared for what lies ahead. You would have been defined by the world, not by heaven's design. There were things you needed to learn, experiences you needed to have, battles you needed to face before you could step into the fullness of your calling. God knew that. That's why you were hidden. That's why things felt uncertain. It wasn't a punishment. It was a season of protection, of training, of strengthening. And now, as you look back, you can see that every difficulty was a lesson. Every trial was a tool. And now that you've learned, now that you've grown, it's time for the reveal. The waiting period is over. The refining is complete. You're not the same person you were when this all started. You've been prepared, and now it's time for you to step forward, to walk in the power you've been equipped with, to show the world what heaven has been working in you all along. The world is about to see the manifestation of the work that's been taking place behind the scenes. You've been through the fire, and now the time has come for you to rise from the ashes, not as someone broken, but as someone reborn. The enemy may have tried to stop you, tried to drown you in discouragement, but all he's done is make you stronger, more focused, more determined. And now, there is a fire inside you that cannot be quenched. Your purpose is burning brighter than ever. The process that felt so difficult, so painful, has been a refining fire. And now that fire is going to fuel your rise. You've been shaped and molded in the darkest seasons. And now, as the light breaks through, you're stepping into the fullness of your destiny. You were never meant to stay in the shadows. You were meant to step out, to be revealed, to show the world what heaven has been working in you all along. The earth is waiting for you to take your place, to rise and fulfill your purpose. This is your moment. It's happening now, the awakening, the shift. Something deep inside of you is stirring, isn't it? You can feel it in your bones, the tension between where you've been and where you're going. It's like the world you once knew is beginning to feel foreign to you. The circles you used to fit in no longer make sense. The patterns you once followed now seem small, like they can't hold you anymore. You've outgrown those old places. And it's not just a coincidence, it's divine recalibration. You were never meant to stay where you are. God is repositioning you. He's enlarging your capacity, stretching your spirit, making room for what's coming next. The discomfort you feel? That's not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're growing. You're being prepared for something greater, something bigger. And it's not always going to feel comfortable, but it's necessary. You're stepping into a new dimension. The old ways won't fit. The old mindsets can't keep up with the new thing God is doing in your life. You've been evolving, and now it's time to embrace the full extent of what God has for you. Don't be afraid of the stretching. Don't be afraid of the discomfort. It's all part of the process that's leading you into the fullness of your calling. The remnant that God is raising up doesn't conform to the world's expectations. They rise above them. They stand out. They walk in the power and the authority that's been given to them. And they shift the atmosphere wherever they go. That's who you're becoming. You're not shrinking back to fit in. You're stepping forward to take your place. The awakening is happening. You feel it, don't you? The shift is so palpable, so real, that you can't ignore it anymore. Something inside of you is breaking free. You're not the same person you were last year, last month, last week. You've been through a transformation, and now you're stepping into a time of divine acceleration. The old seasons, the old ways of thinking, the old limitations, they no longer fit. You're about to step into something new, something powerful, something ordained by God. You've felt the stirring in your spirit, that holy frustration with the status quo. That's not burnout, that's breakthrough. You can't settle for less anymore. You can't go back to what was. You've outgrown it, and it's time to move forward. This isn't just a new season. This is a divine moment. Heaven is calling you to rise, to take your place among the remnant that's being awakened in this hour. And though it may feel lonely at times, know this: you are not alone. God is moving, and He's moving with you. There's a company of people who are rising with you. People who have been through their own struggles, their own tests, and now they're ready to walk in the fullness of their purpose. You will recognize them by the fire in their eyes, by the weight of their words, and you will stand together, not as followers, but as leaders. Leaders who are ready to change the world. This is the moment. You've felt it building for so long, and now it's time. The earth is groaning, and heaven is watching. The enemy has tried to stop you, to make you doubt, to wear you down. But he's failed. Everything he's thrown at you has only made you stronger, more resilient, more determined. And now you're about to see what happens when a chosen one fully rises to their calling. The time has come for you to step into what you were always meant to do. Don't hold back. Don't second guess. The ground is shifting beneath your feet. Your purpose is about to be made manifest in ways you've never imagined. It's time to move forward. The remnant is rising, and you are part of it. You're stepping into your purpose, into your destiny, and you're about to witness the power of heaven move through you in ways you can't even comprehend yet. The earth is ready for your rise, and now you rise with it. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That tension, that pull deep within your soul, as though something is stirring, shifting, calling you to something greater. The old ways don't fit anymore. The patterns you once followed are no longer enough. It's as if you've outgrown the places you used to be comfortable in. The spaces where you once thrived now feel too small, too limiting. You're not crazy. You're not going through a phase. What you're experiencing is divine recalibration. God is making room for something bigger, something more aligned with the purpose He's placed within you. The stretching, the growing, the uncomfortable disconnection from what used to be familiar. It's all part of the process. The old mindsets, the old cycles, they're falling away because they can't go where you're going. You've been evolving in the spirit, and God is expanding your capacity for what's coming next. It's uncomfortable, yes. It feels like a season of discomfort, but this is the season where your breakthrough is being forged. You are being stripped of everything that no longer aligns with the identity God has designed for you. And while it might feel like loss, it's actually preparation. The things that had to fall away weren't there to break you, but to clear the path for what God is about to release in your life. You've outgrown the old seasons, the old habits, the old patterns. You've been moving forward even when it felt like everything around you was trying to pull you back. But now you're stepping into a new dimension. This new place is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are ready to rise above, to break free from the chains that have held them in the past, and to walk boldly into the calling that has always been theirs. You are not who you were. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. There's something significant happening in you, and you can feel it. You've been tested, yes, but in your testing you've been strengthened. Every trial, every battle, every difficult moment has been shaping you, molding you, and making you ready for what's next. You've been hidden for a time, but not because you were forgotten or overlooked. Heaven knew exactly what it was doing. You were being prepared in the shadows, strengthened in silence, equipped in the unseen places. Now you're being pulled out of obscurity and into your divine purpose. You're not stepping into something random, something you're unprepared for. No, you've been meticulously prepared for this very moment. The time has come for you to stop hiding, stop shrinking back, stop second-guessing. The remnant is rising, and you are part of that rising. You are part of a group of people who have been hidden for a time, but now God is revealing them. They are not seeking fame. They are not seeking platforms. They are seeking purpose. They are the ones who have remained faithful when it was difficult, who have walked through the fire and come out stronger, who have endured the refining process and come out more powerful than before. They are the ones who are willing to stand and fight, to speak truth, and to confront the darkness with the light of heaven. The earth is groaning for your rise, and now is the time for you to step into that purpose with boldness and assurance. It's not just about a new season, it's about a divine moment that is unfolding right before you. The time you thought you missed, the opportunities you thought were lost, they're all lining up now. Heaven has been working behind the scenes, preparing the path for you. The doors that were closed before, the opportunities that seemed out of reach, they're all about to swing wide open. And you're not just walking into these opportunities. You're walking into divine acceleration. What once took years for others to accomplish, you will see unfold before you in a fraction of the time. This is the moment when heaven is stepping in to align everything perfectly. You've been faithful, you've been obedient, you've trusted God even when you didn't understand. And now you're about to see the fruits of your labor. The waiting is over. The time of preparation is complete. You are stepping into a season where everything you've walked through, everything you've endured, every prayer you've prayed, every moment of doubt and fear is all coming together in perfect alignment. The time you thought you missed wasn't wasted. It was a time of preparation for something greater. The heavens are now opening, and God is releasing everything you need to walk in your destiny. You've felt that stirring, haven't you? The call to rise, to step into your purpose, to stop sitting on the sidelines and start leading. It's more than just a calling, it's a summons from heaven. The earth has been waiting for you, and now the time has come for you to take your place. You were not created to just exist. You were created to lead, to build, to change the world around you. The systems of this world are collapsing under the weight of darkness, and heaven is raising up voices who will not be silenced. You are one of those voices. You are part of a remnant that is ready to speak truth, to take action, and to shift the atmosphere. You've been hidden for a time, but not because God has forgotten you. He's been preparing you, refining you, getting you ready for this moment. And now, the time is here. You are about to step into a role you've been designed for. You've been through the fire, and now you're about to see what happens when you walk in the fullness of your calling. No more second guessing. No more hesitation. It's time to step into the fullness of your purpose and to take your place among the leaders that heaven is raising up in this hour. As you step forward, you're not just stepping into something new. You're stepping into the realization of everything you've been prepared for. All those moments of doubt, all those times you thought you were overlooked, They were simply stepping stones leading you to this divine unveiling. You were being prepared in the shadows so that when the time came, you would be ready. And now that the time has come, you will rise. You will step into your destiny with strength, with confidence, with the knowledge that heaven itself is backing you. You are not walking into this moment alone. You are walking with the full force of heaven's power behind you, guiding you, equipping you, strengthening you. This isn't just your time to survive. It's your time to thrive. It's your time to lead. The enemy may have tried to silence you, but now your voice will rise. Your presence will shift the atmosphere. You are not just a part of this world's story. You are here to change the narrative. The remnant is rising, and you are part of it. It's your time. And heaven is watching, waiting, and moving with you as you rise to fulfill the calling placed on your life from the beginning. You are chosen, you are anointed, and you are ready. The time has come. The world has spent so much time trying to define you. It's been telling you who you are, what you can do, what you're capable of. You've been labeled by the world's standards, by the opinions of others, by the limitations that people have placed on you. They told you that you were too much, too passionate, too intense, too driven. They tried to put you in a box, tried to make you fit into a mold that wasn't designed for you. But what they didn't know, what they failed to see, is that their labels weren't truth. Those labels weren't from heaven. They weren't from your Creator. Heaven has always known who you are, and now it's time for you to realize it. You are not what the world says you are. You are not the failures you've experienced, the mistakes you've made, or the labels others have put on you. You are who heaven has declared you to be. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are equipped. You are unstoppable. And the moment you truly believe that, the moment you realize that your identity is rooted in what heaven has spoken over you, everything changes. Your whole perspective shifts. The battles you've faced, the struggles you've endured, they no longer define you. They become the fuel for your rise. Because the truth is, the enemy has always known your power. He's always known the impact you would make, the authority you would walk in, and that's why he's done everything he can to confuse you, to make you doubt who you are. But now, you've made it through. Now, you're awakening to the truth that your identity is not negotiable. It's non-refundable. Heaven has already stamped it, and no amount of opposition, no amount of lies, can change what God has already declared over you. The enemy has tried so hard to make you question everything about who you are and why you're here. He's attacked your mind. He's attacked your self-worth. He's tried to distort your identity so that you wouldn't walk in the authority that's been given to you. He's tried to confuse you, to make you feel inadequate, to make you shrink back, to make you believe that you were never meant to stand in your calling. But the truth is, he has always been afraid of you. He has always been terrified of what would happen if you ever realized who you are and what you carry. And the more you rise, the more you step into the fullness of your identity, the more you realize that you don't need anyone's permission to move forward. You don't need to fit into anyone's idea of what you should be. Heaven has already chosen you, and what heaven has chosen, nothing can stop. This is the moment when you stop questioning who you are, when you stop looking for validation from the world, and start stepping into the power and authority that is already within you. Your identity is rooted in heaven. You are not who they say you are. You are who God says you are, and that is a power the enemy cannot deny. The world has yet to see what happens when you fully realize who you are. You are about to show the world what happens when a chosen one awakens to their calling. It's not going to be some small, quiet rise. It's going to be undeniable. Your presence will change the atmosphere. Your words will shift the course of situations. The way you walk will leave a trail of transformation in its wake. You're not just another person going through life. You are a vessel of divine power, of purpose, of authority. And the enemy knows it. He knows the moment you fully step into your purpose, His plans for your life are over. He knows that the power within you is greater than anything He could ever throw at you. That's why He's been trying to silence you, trying to make you feel small, trying to make you doubt. But the time for silence is over. The time for shrinking back is over. The time for wondering if you're enough is over. You are enough. You are chosen. You are equipped. You are ready. And now it's time for you to walk boldly into everything you've been created for. The earth is groaning for your rise. The world is waiting for you to take your place. The question is, will you? Will you finally step into the fullness of who you are and take your place among the leaders, the change makers, the history makers? Will you rise? You've been in a season of preparation. It's felt like a long wait, hasn't it? You've had to endure moments of uncertainty, times when it seemed like the door wouldn't open, when it felt like the promises were so far away, so distant. But those moments weren't wasted. They were all part of the process. Every delay, every time you had to wait for the right moment, it wasn't denial, it was development. God was preparing you. He was getting you ready for the moment when everything would align. And now, that moment has arrived. You are no longer in the waiting room. You are stepping into the fullness of your calling, stepping into the destiny that God has prepared for you from the very beginning. The struggles, the hardships, the moments when you felt like giving up, they were all part of the training that has brought you to this place. Now, you are being released. You are being revealed to the world, not as someone who's just survived, but as someone who has been forged through the fire, someone who has been shaped for greatness. You have been chosen for this moment. You have been chosen for this time, and the earth must yield to your rise. This is not the time for hesitation. This is not the time for second guessing. This is not the time to wait for permission or validation. The doors are open. The opportunities are here, and you are ready to walk through them. You are walking into the season that has been prepared for you, a season where you will no longer be held back by fear, doubt, or insecurity. You will walk with boldness, with authority, knowing that you are not alone in this. Heaven is backing you every step of the way. Every prayer, every moment of obedience, every tear you've cried, every time you've trusted when it didn't make sense. It's all led you to this moment. The world has been waiting for you to rise. Heaven has been waiting for you to rise. And now the earth must yield. It must yield to the calling on your life. It must yield to the power inside of you. You are not here by accident. You are here by divine design, and this is your time. The enemy can't stop it. The world can't deny it. Your rise is inevitable. Your purpose is unstoppable. It's time to step into everything God has for you, to walk in the authority and the anointing that He has placed on your life. The time is now. The world is waiting. Will you rise to the call? Will you walk boldly in your purpose? Will you let the earth yield to the authority that's been placed in you from the very beginning? It's time to step into your destiny. It's time to rise.